Today I'm gonna be showing how to do your edge map, which is your mask, basically like the base mask sort of thing. Obviously you do your tread brushes. I'll leave a tutorial down below for that. But I do my height map and build everything inside the leveler. So obviously you'd export your height map. Export. Okay. So once you've exported your height map out of whatever you used to make it, obviously leveler, like just seen I exported mine out of leveler. You open up materialize, which I'll leave a link to below in the description. Open materialize. Press open under height map. Desktop, find where you saved your height map. Mine is here. We got that open. We press create under normal map. I normally just press crisp and then set as normal map. You can mess about those if you want. And then under edge map, create soft, and then all of these here will affect how this looks. I'll normally turn like the first few down a bit, down near towards the bottom, like so. This isn't going to be exactly how I want it. This is just rough for the tutorial. So set as edge map. Press S for save. Now under file format, make sure to save as PNG. Save it as wherever you want. I've got mine just the track name and edge PNG. Select. Then in Photoshop we open up our edge map, if I could find it. What? Speed. Open that up. And then this is where you'd bring in your tread brushes from Blender, or you could also make them inside of Photoshop. Like I said, I'll leave a tutorial below to how to do them in Blender. I've never done them in Photoshop. I do them myself in Blender. Then so you do your tread brushes. Like I said, I'll leave a tutorial below. Once you've done your tread brushes, you'd obviously bring them into Photoshop or GIMP if you don't have Photoshop. Bring them into Photoshop, add them on, trim them up to the edges of the track to make them nice so they're not going like off of where you don't want them to. Trim them up, blah blah blah. Then you would merge layers and then export as. Do the file format, JPG, quality, turn it up to the highest. And then export. Save as whatever name you want it to be. Then we open up GIMP. So now you've brought it into Photoshop, you go colors, color to alpha. You can adjust levels if you want, but I'm not going to for the sake of the tutorial. To be a bit quicker, this isn't what I'm going to be keeping. This is just showing you. Bring it down to black, all zeros. Okay, okay. For your mask, you want to bring the size down. I've got mine as 8192. I'm bringing that down to 4096. Scale. And then you export, bring it into your mask. Save it as whatever you want the name to be. Make sure to save it as a DDS. Compression BC3 to /DXT5. Export that. And you go back again. You go filters, generic, normal map. And then I always normally just flip Y. But you can flip X as well if you really wanted to. It just depends. Just try out whatever you like really. I'll normally bring the scale between like 5 and 8. I'd say 7 looks about good for this. Press OK. File, export. You can also lower the size of this if you want, but keep in mind it's at 8192. You want to save your normal map as a TGA, not a DDS. Let that export. So then now little extra tip that you could do to add a bit more detail. Now you've got your normal map, you come back into Photoshop, you then open up the normal map, find where you saved it, open it up. I don't know if you could do this in GIMP. I only know how to do it in Photoshop, so you might not be able to do this in GIMP. You go select color range, you go invert, and you want to select like a blacker spot. If you go white, and it's going to be like this. You want to go to a darker spot. So the white parts, the whiter it is, the shinier it's going to be. You don't want it too, it depends. If it's a wet track, then you can have it shinier. If it's not, then you want it a bit more matte, sort of. You see, you can mess about with the fuzziness. Change it how you like it. I'll just leave mine around about there. Press OK. Then Control C to copy. Come into channels. New layer. So it's alpha 1. Control V to paste. Deselect. And then there you see, that's your spec map inside of your normal maps alpha. And then you just file, save a copy, TGA, just replace 32 bits pixel, make sure to save it with the alpha channel. There's that. So, and then for the grass mask, you want to go onto mods and download Red Rider's procedural grunge textures. I'll leave a link below to it anyway, in case you don't have them. You want to find where you've saved them. I've got mine in download somewhere. Grunge textures. Find grass mask random 1 to 4. You don't have to use all 4, you could use a couple. You could mix up the order of them. Scale these to your image size. So now we have all 4 of those in here. Change the top 2 layers to overlay. So mine's grass mask random 4 and 3. I'll turn those to overlay. And grass mask random 2. Turn that to screen. You can mess about with these. Obviously the white parts is going to be your grass, where your grass shows. The black part's going to be no grass. You could mess about, see what you like. I'll just do screen. You could do, I'll do lighten. And then we grab all 4, we leave the bottom one normal. Grab all 4 of these. Merge layers. Create a new layer. Turn that off. So now on this new layer, you want to draw around your track path. You want to draw white around your track path. Show you why in just a second. This is only rough, guys. This isn't gonna be perfect. I'm just sharing the basics for the sake of the tutorial. But a lot of people ask me lately and text like masking and things like that. Just help. Alright, so now that you have done that around your track, not on your track, we have chuck this on top, create clipping mask. No, the wrong way. No, that's the wrong. What am I doing now? Why is this not? Oh, that's why. There we go. So you chuck it on top of the layer we drew around the track. So we drew around the track. We chuck the one that we done the grass mask random from Red Rider's procedural grunge textures. Now you can see after we create clipping mask, there is pretty much the grass mask. So if we go up here to select all, copy, come over to channels, create an alpha, and paste in that. Hold up. We merge these. You merge those layers, and then copy, channels, alpha, paste, deselect. So that is inside of your alpha channel. Turn all of the other layers off, so we can save this. Save a copy. Mask TG yeah, the TGS in Photoshop. Test. Save 32-bit pixel. Texture layer 2, mask. Select our mask where we saved it. For our specular map that I've shown, we come into our texture layer 1 with our mask and normal map. Turn on specular map, make sure use normal map alpha channel is on, and I'll turn it down to about 7, see how that looks. You will need to probably mess about with that, adjust it to your liking. I'll show you how it will turn out now. Right, let's finish exploring. We go back to map view. You could also check it in game if you wanted to. There we have it. Bit more of a natural looking grass mask. There's have to do your edge mask. Yeah. If there's anything else that anyone would like to know, any tutorials that you'd like me to make, just let me know down in the comments. I'll be happy to make them. Just need to know what you guys need help with, what you guys need to know. Sweet. Make sure to go check out the, oh yeah, also, now you can also see like a bit of a shine, where I turned mine down quite a bit. I could do with maybe turning it up a little bit more, but yeah. Make sure to go check out Forest Loop and the other tracks on mods. I'm going to be dropping another track fairly soon, in probably the next week or 2. Hopefully it'll be on shop if all goes to plan, but if not, then it'll be on mods. Keep your eyes peeled. Highland MX, that's the next one. Yeah, enjoy. Peace out.